Welcome, everyone, to College Park, Maryland, and the house that's been built by guys from Boomer to Diggs. Home to the Maryland Terrapins, where the fans are eager to welcome visitors into the shell. We're really looking forward to this matchup. You've got a team that's made its way into the top 25, now trying to pass an all-important road test. As we'll see the number 18 team in the country, the James Madison Dukes, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Maryland Terrapins. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Terrapins have been waiting and finally the moment is coming and the opening of the season. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Dukes offense takes the field to start this game off. And here comes the big fella, a staple of this aerial attack, Jesse.
And he's a guy they can line up all over the field, David. There's matchups out there waiting to be taken advantage of.
Yeah, and it's so nice to be able to do that. It makes it easy to play quarterback when you can feature a guy like this that's fast, big, and strong.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Still running at the 40. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. He's going to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Moss. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all off season, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
They'll give it to him again. Makes one man miss.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Third down play from the gun. Catch in the middle, it's Williams. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. And the Dukes come to the line with a new set of downs. He looks that one in nicely. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. They love to finish off their opening drive of the season with a touchdown. It's caught! Touchdown, Dukes! They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better.
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10-15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown, everything working perfectly. They looked like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Terrapins offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And how about this matchup of a couple of guys who just don't get tired and don't mind being handed the football, Jesse?
And I love this matchup, too, because in modern football, it's all about throwing the ball and spread and tempo and air raid offenses. Let's go back to toting the rock, old school. 2 of the best running backs in the business here.
And the defenses now, they know the challenge. They know these guys are going to tote it. They got to be physical, committing guys to the box, not letting these running backs have success.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. Looking to pass. It's long. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. They've got it at the 41, third and short, trying to keep the chains moving. They'll try to bully their way for the first. Coming through with that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. And the Terrapins are moving quickly down the field. Looking to go up top on first down. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in. The incompletion on first down leaves them with second and 10 from the 43. Misfired on the last play, they'll go back to the air. Got his man in the middle. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Out of the shotgun on third down. Got the quick pass. But it will be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And first down for the offense.
Handoff from the gun. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. This offense has a second down play. He's looking to throw. It's complete to the right. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll come out throwing on first down. Makes the grab. It's White. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. From the red zone, looking for a space. Finds his man. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Operating in the red zone here on second down. On the run, it's Ray. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On third and long, he has to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. And the field goal unit is on the field.
Number 12 on the field goal.
Right down the boulevard, it's good. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Now the defense will try to rise up on third and short from the 21. Guys, it's James Madison on top as we've come to the end of the quarter. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. Looking to throw for it. Getting some heat. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And this defense stepping up, I love it. You got to match your offense. Your offense has got it rolling. Now this defense is doing their part.
The Dukes will line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He gets it away from his own end zone. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back.
And it's just simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Back to pass, it's long. Looking left. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass.
Defense will always try to get some tips, break on the football, get a tip, get it up in the air. Nice job by the player breaking the football and forcing the incompletion.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And that is just a spectacular punt, and he will pin them in the shadow of their own goalpost inside the 5. Going to the ground. That's a way to get some breathing room. He's got 5 out to the 9-yard line. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake. And the ball is intercepted. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
Safeties are in the back, and they have so much ground to cover. You see them. They can go sideline to sideline. Great job reading the quarterback's eyes, breaking on the football, going making the big turnover.
And the offense suddenly with an opportunity it couldn't have expected with a 1st and goal after the pick. They'll go to the air. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Just like to see the quarterback have a clock going off in his head, forcing him to get rid of that football. Can't take a sack on 1st down in goal-to-go situation and move your offense backwards.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's looking to throw. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back. It's still 3rd and goal. Dropping back, it's long. Fires into the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. It's good. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut him down. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this drive.
Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Quickly complete. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play. After that last completion, it's 2nd down. They want to just keep throwing it. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to scramble. Going to try to get it himself. And the defense knew exactly where that 1st down line was, and they stopped him short. And the Dukes decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch called for and made. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. They've had a couple of productive drives, but they've had to settle for field goals in 2 of their 3 previous possessions, Jesse.
Yeah, this is an offense that takes a lot of pride in execution, and they feel like they should have scored a touchdown every single drive. So while it's been good, not great, David, just execute a little bit better, and they could put this one in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think you point that out. We went all the way down the field on 2 of our first 3 drives and got field goals. Now, just a little better execution when that field starts to shrink and it gets a little bit more difficult.
Dropping back, it's long. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback, do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Gonna take a shot. Snatches it on the right. He's off to the races. Touchdown, Terrapins! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And this offense gets on the board and the first passing touchdown of the season, and I feel pretty confident saying the first of many. This offense looks like they're in a good rhythm, and this passing attack's going to be hard to stop.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good, and the lead is 6. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Michigan has the lead right now, but unless Desmond Howard or Anthony Carter come running out of that tunnel, I'm not ready to say this one's over. They're up by 10 over Buffalo. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. The Dukes will move the sticks. Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. Wide receiver coming across in motion. They'll go to the ground. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Running back searching for a hole. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. 3rd down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. And the Dukes will try to pin them back with the punt. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield, it's long. Makes the grab down the middle. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Picked up some yardage with that completion, now 2nd down. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack. This Mike backer showing some versatility. Think he always just has to stay home and play the run? Was bringing the pass rush that time.
No, this ain't old school football anymore, Reese. These guys got to be so athletic, and you see them blitz and run games and all the different things they can do aside from making the calls and being the communicator on defense. These guys are as versatile as it gets.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. The Terrapins line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Going to try to pop one on the screen. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. They're trying to get to it. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On second down, he'll fire. Unleashes one. A strike downfield. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
Defensively, they knew they were going to see 4 verticals, right? They show that time and time again, and with this guy and his speed, this play is tailor-made for him, and they're going to have to find a different coverage to try to slow this down.
Trying to find his man on first down. Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He wants to pass it on second down. Coming after it. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be third down. And it's third down, but they're taking no chances. They'll send the field goal unit out before halftime. Oh, the attempt is no good. Guys, they could have cut the deficit in half if that field goal had been good. Still down by 6. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Looking to move it through the air. He'll loft one deep down the left side. He can haul it in. Incomplete. They took a shot, but that's how we'll wrap up the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there in College Park. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on third down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those 2 stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the shell.
The Dukes will kick it away to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Moore. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with accuracy.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
This one's complete. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. And the Terrapins come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. They're bringing heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. He tries to take the top off. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Looking to the big tight end. Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row. The Terrapins send out the punt unit. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. Man, oh man, these offenses just haven't been able to find any room to get things going, David.
And to quote the great philosopher, Reese Davis, this is very ungood. Just nothing working for this offense, Palmer. They got to find something.
Well, the plays look good against the scout team during the week in practice, but they have just not been able to find a rhythm against this defense today.
Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. And he just throws it away on 3rd down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that. And the Dukes will bring the punt team onto the field. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. 1st down here for the offense. They go to the ground. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. Power football with the run. Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give is to Williams. Found a little running room, and they get him stopped after a pickup of 6 to the 32. Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Throws to the tight end. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. A 3rd down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. Looking to throw, it's long. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. So here comes the field goal unit. They've been doing work today. They've already made a couple. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's 3rd down now. He'll be stopped short, picks up 1, but they're facing 4th and 1. The Dukes will punt this one away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. They'll test the right side. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He leaves it with his back. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Now facing a 3rd and long. Wants to throw. It's long. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. They recover their own fumble. Somehow. Who knows how they got that thing back?
Great job by the defense forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on it.
And the Terrapins will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Waves the arm for the fair catch, and the catch is made close to the 30-yard line. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. He finds his man. Really nice job creating his own space, running with attitude. He's up to the 37-yard line. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On second down, he'll let it fly. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. They've got the screen set up. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Fourth down and the punt team sends it the other way. He'll call for the fair catch here. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Paul.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Using the quick game. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a fourth down. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. Leaves it with the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. The play action fake. Got it behind the line. It's lost. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Turns it loose. And he's got it at the 25. They make the tackle, but not before he finishes off this third period with a big play. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Maryland has the lead. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. First down to start the drive after the break. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold it. Offense.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Looking to throw. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. Let's see if they go back to the air on second down. Wide out in motion. Trying play action. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be fourth down. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Field goal is good. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. UConn is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These Huskies have picked themselves up before, and they're capable of it again today. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Temple. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. Off-play action on 1st down. And a little too much adrenaline on that throw never gave his receiver a chance. The incomplete pass leaves him with 2nd down. To the air, it's long. Fires to the right. He's got it. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the 1st down.
And first down for the offense.
Comes out throwing on 1st down. They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They try to pop a run on the draw. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. He's got an open man. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. The Terrapins will hustle to the line.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Leaves it with the back. Bulls his way forward. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Fires to the big fella. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And the Terrapins will send out the punt unit. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Wanted to make sure not to give them a chance for a return as it goes out of bounds. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
He'll slither through and pick up 3 and get it out to the 10-yard line. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. A fair catch is called for and made just across the 50-yard line. Ready to fire from the pistol. Using his legs, it's Ray. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, running back gets to give.
I think one of the hardest things to do is stick to the run when it's not working. But it's those runs right there that are the reason why you have to do it, right? You can't get too one-dimensional. Keep slipping those runs in there. Keep getting a little bit of positive yards. Next thing you know, you look up and you might break one of those after you got them a little bit tired.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And that, my friends, is getting the perfect bounce, the perfect punt, and the perfect roll. They'll have them locked down inside their own 5. To the ground with the back. Strong run there to pick up 4 and get it out to the 7. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Fires to the middle. Wide open downfield. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a first down. He's looking to throw it. Caught over the middle. It's Moss. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. He wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the end route there.
We have reached the 2-minute warning, and time is of the essence if this offense is going to make a play. Makes his connection. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. He's open on the right. And right in the middle of tight coverage, and he still makes the grab at the 15. Calling a timeout here, you have to avoid making a mistake in this situation. Takes the handoff. It's Law. A run up the middle is stuffed for no gain. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Touchdown, James Madison. What a grab and go for the score.
Now that drive right there is exactly what you dream about. That's how you want your offense to perform. Under a clutch situation, you take the ball down the field, get the score, and now an extra point away from taking the lead late in this ball game.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point gives him a 1-point lead here in the 4th. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
James Madison, 17. Maryland, 16.
From inside the 10, here he comes. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. He'll start this drive firing. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Got to move quickly here. They need to get it to field goal range. Scanning the field, it's Long. And this senior quarterback a little too bold there, and he's lucky he didn't get picked off throwing into double coverage. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row. Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch past the sticks. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. They'll throw it on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Stein. The offense takes a timeout with 30 seconds left. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Can't make the catch, and it'll be 3rd down. He had that thing and just lost his concentration. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. Quarterback's just going to take a knee. We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job individually. But that's why you play the games. You get to now go back to the drawing board, get back on the practice field, try and iron out these wrinkles. It's a long season ahead. A lot to play for.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.